Greetings, one and all, to the most cursed, most cringiest corner of the internet. A YouTube channel content creator actively alienating everyone in both the analog and digital world. Welcome and good evening, wonderful dice of all alignments. I'm Lunar D8. I'm going to turn down the volume just a little bit. Sleeping late is fine since it's Sunday and there are no classes. Not just a Sunday though, but the festival as well. From my window, I can already see some people at the soba booth slinging noodles onto plates for people with a craving for low quality food. I throw back a handful of my morning meds and ponder how to spend the day. There will be a few exams in the coming week, but I don't consider those as ominous as others, so I'm not as worried about them as I probably should be. With no urgent obligations regarding education, I should be free to spend the day at the festival as I like. Finishing my morning routine, I exit into the hallway, intending to go out and find something to eat. Passing by his door, I decide to see what Kenji's up to today out of impulse. I'm curious if he has any plans since everyone is doing something. Then again, I can picture him having built a soundproof shelter in his room. Or possibly something like a fort, complete with no girls allowed sign, and with the girls crossed out and body crudely drawn, scrawled underneath. Knocking on his door, which is luckily devoid of any kind of sign, I hear again the unsettling clicking of at least 10 locks being pulled back. The door opens a crack. Who is it? You're supposed to ask that before you open the door. Oh, it's you. Damn, it's early. It's not really that early. What is it, man? Nothing, we're just gonna ask what you're gonna do today. Half the school is out there already. Out where? Why? What? What? Is today special? Why are they there? Who are? I can hear them, it's loud, don't tell me. Has the invasion begun? He suddenly looks more alarmed. What day is it, man? Yeah, I guess you can't see the big wooden booths outside and people selling stuff. What the hell are you talking about? I have my curtains closed at all times to thwart the snipers. It's the festival. You know that, right? Oh shit, that's today? Damn it! I can't believe I forgot. I don't have my fort finished yet. This is bad. This is going to be a very bad day. It's good you told me this, man. This is going to be a bad day. Why? Oh man, they're going to be everywhere. The people outside my window, socializing. Kenji rubs his temples nervously, suddenly looking very ill. It's going to be loud as hell, damn. And I was going to go out today. But now it's ruined. Everything is ruined. This is awful. This sucks. What the hell? This really sucks. I can't go anywhere now. There's nowhere to run. Kenji seems nervous. You could even say he is majorly freaking out. I can't believe this. So that's what today was. Damn, and I couldn't even prepare for it. I couldn't even brace myself, and now it's here. and I can't do anything. You should have told me this earlier, dude. I mean, at least I know, but I could have known earlier. Imagine what I could have accomplished. Sorry, I thought you knew. So, I guess you're not going to do anything today? The weather is even good. Yesterday was really windy. So I thought today would be cold. It's not, though. So there's no reason to just stay inside. Yeah, you should check the festival out. Kenji groans and covers his face with his hands. Ugh, no. I can't do it. They'll eat me alive out there. I know it. This has to be a joke. But he said it with such a straight face. Relatively straight. What are you going to do? We should go hang out in here. You can help me build my fort. We might still make it if we work together. I wonder. I'm kind of hungry. If I made this deal that I tried, better take care of myself. Be healthier, you know? Don't know if I should steer clear of the takoyaki or head straight in. Deal. Sounds ominous. So what are you getting in return? Nothing, I guess. It's not that kind of deal. You know, Emmy, for our year, we kind of agreed to watch each other's backs and... Aye! The shrill scream and the expression of abject terror in Kenji's face chill my blood. It's as if I told a Catholic priest I sold my soul to the devil. Her! You sold your soul to the devil and didn't get anything in return? What the hell is wrong with you, man? Do you know who you're dealing with? She's a public health danger. Do you know how many people she sends to hospital with her carefully placed flying tackles? She's one of them, a key player in the vast conspiracy that aims for complete submission of everything that's manly. I can't believe that what I'm hearing. I trusted in your judgment, man. I thought we were brothers. You have to call it off before it's too late. The festival, too. It's just one of their ploys. He fingers his scarf nervously faster and faster like he's trying to start a fire, then slowly begins to calm down once the panic attack finishes running its course. I'm going to have to find some place to hide in a safe haven, and then knock the lights out of myself so I don't have to experience this horrible day. I have the perfect thing for that. I must prepare now. Don't go to the festival. But I want to go to the Watanagashi. Okay. Later, dude. The door slowly closes with a low creak, and I don't know how to feel about what Kenji just said. It's kind of unsettling, and now I start to feel doubtful myself. Should I bother going? I've got a book I've been meaning to read. Something about an underground postal system that may or may not exist. It's short, too. I could have it finished in a day. But would that be a good way to spend my time? Well, yeah, it definitely would be. But I suppose that it would be better idea to head outside, see the festival, try to integrate with all the other sideshow acts, like fried soba. Is that a thing? Honestly, I should at least make the attempt to keep up with the somewhat friendly personality I've had the past week. Maybe get something to eat, my stomach suggests. It's almost lunchtime. I could at least grab something from one of the stalls outside. I'm soon outside, surrounded by various students and people who may or may not be their parents. Every so often I catch a glimpse of someone who clearly just came up from town for the promise of a festival. They're easy to spot, the ones who can't stop staring, and behind their eyes you can tell they're thinking, now what's wrong with this one? I almost want to yell at them, but at the same time, can I deny that I've been doing the same thing all week? A wave of something like disgust sweeps over me, guilt for my own narrow-mindedness. I push the thoughts aside, concentrating on the pangs of hunger that burn my guts like wildfire. The scent of something fried leads me to the promised land where I can get some lunch. I'm getting my order when a loud voice interrupts me. Hi, Emmy. Hey, what the hell are you doing? Having lunch? Yeah, I guess it is later in the day. Honestly, this looks pretty healthy. It's not like I'm eating deep-fried Oreos. Breakfast? You mean you just got up? Suddenly sleeping all morning feels like a crime. No, I meant lunch, honest. She's not buying it. Brunch? That's not a healthy breakfast at all. I mean, if I ate this stuff every day, that'd be bad, yes. But the festival isn't here every day. I should enjoy it. I don't even know what this is in this picture. Besides, That looks healthy. She snatches the food out of my hand and glares. But I already bought that. What the hell is this girl doing? Hey, that's my breakfast. What happened to be your lunch? It can be both. That's my whatever. It's my food. She places her hands on her hips and begins lecturing me. Hey, did you really forget your dietary plan already? Didn't we say we start that after the festival? You need to be more conscious of your health, Sal. But I don't really matter. What about your heart? My heart's fine the way it is, mostly. All I get in response is a roll of eyes. I doubt that. You wouldn't be here if that was the case, would you? It's fine. I'm not eating like deep-fried Oreos or something. Like, all of this food is healthy. I mean, that's heart healthy, right? The girl's got a point, of course, but I'm not about to concede it. It's not that bad of a heart. Certainly it can handle a little grease now and then. Yeah, sure, and it handled running just fine, too. Emmy seems unconvinced. Not surprising, as I haven't even managed to convince myself. Maybe, but now not if you're sleeping the day away all the time. How else am I supposed to get the rest for the heart? A devious look suddenly crosses her face. Of course, if you'd been following a routine from the beginning, you wouldn't be in this situation. I don't think it works that way. Hey, I've had a pretty eventful week, you know. For example, I almost died, and there was a lot of meeting people, and then I was on the roof for a while. I don't remember being on the roof. Which is no excuse for slacking off, you know. A little near-death experience, no excuse for... Like running in the mornings. She nods as something important had just been decided. So it's settled then. You've seen the area your ways, and now are willing to adhere to my routine, right? I already said I would adhere to your routine. After the festival. Now, excuse me, they just opened the deep-fried Oreo booth. I'll see you bright and early in the morning. We'll be running, buddies. You know you already convinced me yesterday this was a good idea. You don't need to convince me again. Not that I did a good job being convinced. I mean, yeah, I already agreed to this. I just, you know, after the festival. Is that... Are those raspberry turnovers? Excuse me, I have to go eat something. She's right about eating healthy after all. And here I am ordering up something grossly unhealthy. Oh, come on! I'm pretty sure there's like a Surgeon General pro advisory here. Like, not a warning, but like a... Like, you should definitely eat 12 of these. But delicious. There are more important things than deliciousness, aren't there? I don't know. Like staying alive? Is it? If Emmy weren't the browbeating me for the pro decision, I'd probably... Hey, wait a second. A sudden question springs to mind. Hey, why the hell have you taken such interest in my well-being? Emmy shrugs and grins at me. You're the new guy. I figure you don't have any friends, right? Besides, I've caused you trouble all week, right? I owe you for not getting angry. And I told the nurse I would anyway. Crazy little running girl wants to make me healthy. Well, I suppose they're worst fates. Yeah, I suppose I'd have been okay with that. Like, if I was in school and, like, there was some cute girl in track was like, hey, I want you to start running. And I'm like, an Assassin's Creed? In Assassin's Creed, right? Okay, that sounds fine. Thanks for your concern. Tomorrow morning, then. I figure that ends the conversation. I turn to leave. Not so fast. I feel a hand on my collar, and in a second, I've been yanked backwards. Hey, no need to be so rough. What do you want now? He looks almost wounded by my annoyed question. Thought you could use the company. Well, that'd be nice. Honestly, though, this whole situation feels unrealistic. You know, someone caring or actually wanting to spend the time with me, but hey, that's what video games are for. Her eyes narrow. Besides, you were just trying to sneak up more of the fried crap, weren't you? I mean, I'm not going to sneak it, I'm just going to eat it in front of you. Well, I was going to, but now that she mentioned it, would have been a really good idea. I was not. Another glare. Okay, maybe I was going to get a little. The glare continues. Okay, a lot. Jesus, I'm endangering myself and others, aren't I? I get done agreeing that I need to get healthier and then immediately start considering the next unhealthy habit that comes my way. I mean, it's not really a habit if you don't do it every day. Besides, I mean, what's healthier than going to IHOP, the International House of Pancakes, or getting this, whatever that is? Like, this person's holding something and I can't tell if it's food or a drink. But I should probably eat that. I knew it. You can't be trusted. Now I definitely have to stick with you. This whole situation feels silly. I can only imagine the passersby think the sight of me being lectured by a tiny girl half my sight. Do you drink milk? Maybe I should just give up for now. Fine, do what you like. I sigh. Might as well make the best of this. What do you want to do? Emmy thinks for a minute. Well, I promised Rin I'd stop by our mural, so let's do that. I confess I'm slightly curious as to how our mural turned out myself, so again I consider there are worse fates. I give a nod of assent and find myself almost dragged bodily through the crowd as Emmy races to our destination. By the time I reach the dorms, I can feel my heart pounding. Oh no, my heart, it needs the deep-fried Oreos. Or like Arby's or something. Or like a McFlurry from McDonald's. Good job on the mural. My heart shouldn't be pounding after just that. I take a few deep breaths, willing to calm myself to calm down. I'm one of the most normal-looking people in the school, but I still have to be here. Sometimes I almost wish I'd lost a hand or something. At least then it'd be obvious that I belong, but instead I don't even look sick. Even now, trying to catch my breath, I just look out of shape. Emmy looks back and notices my state of distress. You're not going to die on me, are you? It's fine. If I do, I mean, I'm sure there's another new guy next week and you can just replace me. Please don't. Well, my fault and I don't want to deal with that kind of guilt. Besides, after last time, I really don't think I need to see that again. Especially because the nurse will totally say it's all my fault. I'm fine. Guess I need to start running after all. And you wanted to keep eating your greasy whatever it was. I can do both. See, it's a good thing I found you, right? Yes, it was. Maybe. Of course, I don't add that. I wouldn't be in this state if she hadn't dragged me across the festival grounds. Further conversation interrupted by the sudden appearance of Rin. Hi, Rin. Oh, it's you. Hello, Emmy. Hey, Red. Brought his Sal along because he was going to give himself a heart attack. I'll be right back. I have to go to the bathroom. But you guys can enjoy this music. Oh. I'm back. I grabbed a 7-Up. Yes, I try to avoid caffeine before bed, since I work third shift, and I will be going to bed. And I guess I'm going to be trying to sleep more. At least this past year I've slept more than I did in the past. Even before that I sleep more than I did. Well, way back when. But in general, I do need to sleep still more than what I've actually been doing. But it's been a gradual process. I was not. My objection goes unnoticed. We stopped by to see how the mural turned out. Rin nods slowly. Well, it's right there. You can see it pretty clearly. I find myself wondering how long Rin's been standing here in front of the mural. Has anyone even stopped by to look at it? Are we the first ones? Obviously we're not the first ones to see it, of course. I mean, it's pretty big. We are pressed not to see it. At the same time, I don't think anyone's actually talked to Rin about it. Well, I mean, we're kind of out in the corner of the... It's like not like we're in the middle of the thoroughfare. So, I mean, there needs to be a couple booths here to give people a reason to walk in this area. Otherwise, they're not here to even see the mural in the first place. I can feel compelled to say something. It looks pretty good. I'm still not happy with how it turned out. Well, what would you like done differently? But I guess it'll do. Well, I mean, it's never going to be perfect. I mean, no matter what else, like, even if you could, like, whatever it is you wanted to do to it, even if there's something else you could do to it, I mean, there's always going to be something else you could do. I mean, heck, I'm sure there's many people that do mangas that have so many different designs for their main character. Which is kind of cool to look through the concept ideas for, like, when people design characters. Like, obviously, we have the finalized decision of, like, okay, this is the hairstyle and all that, but it's nice to see the different types of designs, which kind of reminds me, like, take the different outfits in Final Fantasy games or like Dragon Quest VIII or something. I know it's like more of a Fashion Souls type thing where you're like dressing up your Dark Souls character, but it's cool to see the different outfits or cool character designs. And especially if there's like bosses, you know, obviously sometimes it took a few drafts to decide what's this person going to look like? What's the stage going to look like? Then again, I'm the kind of nerdy otaku that likes, like, the background environments in Spyro the Dragon. I think they look cool. Then again, I also like the music. This music's cool too. I'm not sure what she expected as a result, but I guess she didn't quite get there. Okay. We stand in front of the mural, taking it all in. I try my best to concentrate on the composition of the thing. Yep, I'm trying to look at it. It's actually it is interesting, but I'm not sure at the moment what it's trying, obviously emotions, but like what it's trying to convey. It's actually fairly interesting. The colors swoop and blend together, dragging me along with them. There's definitely a dreamlike quality to the whole thing that makes me feel sleepy, almost sleepy. I try hunting out some of the colors Emmy and I grabbed for her. Try as I might, I can't see any Prussian blue. I mean, there's blue. Is that Prussian? Oh well. I'm sure it's in there somewhere. My feet start to hurt. But Rin doesn't seem inclined to move. Emmy speaks up. Hey Rin, have you eaten? Of course, you can't survive otherwise. What about in the past 5 hours? Maybe, but I'm hungry again. So maybe that means I'm wrong. Emmy grins and claps her hands together. Good. Come get some food with us. Rin nods in assent. Okay, but we should try to hurry before they notice I'm gone. Somehow I don't think they'd care. Whoever they are. Wasn't I just here? As I head back to the food stalls, I cast a longing eye over the fried food. No, I'd better not. I'm pretty sure Emmy wouldn't let me anyway. We find a nice spot in the grass and sit down and eat our purchases. Well, my purchase anyway. Somehow I wound up paying for all the food. Surprisingly, my unfried food is pretty good. Silence falls at me and I eat, and Rin stares at something or other, occasionally eating a bite or two of her food. I finish my meal first and lay back on the grass. Emmy glances up from her food. Tired, Sal? A little, I guess. Well, don't oversleep or anything tomorrow morning. We started our morning runs, remember? Actually, they'd slipped my mind. I was actually just enjoying myself. Wandering around the festival with these two has actually been fun. Yeah, I'll set an alarm. You better be there. I'll get angry if you aren't. God forbid. I don't think God comes into it. Unless there's some kind of freak accident your alarm clock shorts out. That might be a random act of God. Well, don't cause any random acts of God then. My plan forms itself in my mind. It's a plan that makes me feel kind of guilty. But I throw it into execution anyway. Damn it, I've earned a little fried food. And anyway, I'm going to start running tomorrow, right? So the actual routine all starts then, not now. Ergo, the dietary portion starts tomorrow too. Ergo, I can have something unhealthy today. A sort of final farewell to all this stuff I used to eat with wild abandon before the hospital. Actually, I suppose I should head back to my room. I had some homework to do, and if I'm going to run in the morning, I should make it an early night. Those narrowed eyes again. You sure you're not just going to sneak out to buy some of the fried stuff over there? Nah, I'm too full to bother now. I pat my stomach for emphasis. Besides, you two have cleaned me out anyway. Emmy giggles at a surprising pleasant sound. Another pang of guilt. She's got to know that I'm lying to her, doesn't she? Or is it she's just trusting? I feel kinda like a monster. All part of my master plan, Hisao. Well, I guess I'll see you tomorrow morning then. Thanks for the food and for keeping us company. It was nice hanging out with you guys. And here I thought she was doing me a favor. Ren nods in agreement. I won't say see you tomorrow because that would be like predicting the future, and I'm pretty sure I can't do that. Okay. Bye, you two. I feel oddly glad that I decided to leave my room today. Not a bad way to start my second week here, I suppose. Once I'm sure I'm out of Emmy's line of sight, I make a beeline for the food stands to buy some cake. At least it's not fried, right? That's slightly better than what I was planning to do. I still feel a little bad for light Emmy, though. She really does seem concerned about my health. I'll make it up to her somehow. Better head back to my room. Hey, I do have work to do. My boots wait for me and I flop down my bed and read through the fireworks display. Eventually, all the walking around, or more accurately running around, catches up with me. I really am out of shape. Emmy dragging me out in the morning might just be a good thing after all. It's something to look forward to. So how much running are we doing? Like, I'm just doing a lap, right? I don't know why both our hair colors are different now, but they looks nice. My alarm is beeping shatters the early morning quiet. I find myself wondering where to find the motivation to rise. Class is quite far off, but I agreed to run with Emmy in the mornings. Really, I'm not interested in running as a hobby or even just possible life-lengthening exercise. However, I feel obligated to follow through with my promise to Emmy, which is why I find myself throwing on some running shorts and a light t-shirt. The cool morning air caresses my face as the morning sunshine causes the dew on the grass to sparkle and nearly blinding me at first. As I go way down to the track, an ugly thought strikes me. What if this is some sort of joke that Emmy's playing on me? Would that surprise me, really? Hell, I'd probably do it to the new guy, too. At the very least, I'm sure Emmy and Ren made a bet on whether or not I'd actually show up. I feel a sense of trepidation as the track comes into view. You're late. How am I late? I got here as quick as I could. It would seem that Emmy is already there. What a relief. Not according to my watch. We're both early, in fact. Damn, you've got me there. Emmy is sitting on the bleachers, decked out in her running gear, waiting somewhat patiently for me. I'm glad you're actually here. I was afraid that this was a joke or something. Nah, I'd never make someone get up early for nothing. Plus, Rin owes me 500 yen now. She didn't think you'd actually show up. I knew it. Nice to know Emmy was on my side, at least. Emmy hops off the bleachers and begins stretching out. She's remarkably lithe, almost like a dancer. I set out to stretch as well, but then realized that I don't exactly remember how to stretch properly. It's been ages since I stretched for anything, if you don't count the one stint at the running last week. And even then, I don't think I actually stretched beforehand. The specter of my long hospital stay rises up again. I can't say it was all active before the hospital stay, though, so maybe I'm just being morose. Emmy giggles as she watches me stretch out. No, Hasao, you've got to hold it for longer than that. I will... 5 seconds is enough, right? I don't need to, do 20-second stretches. I'm trying, but it kind of hurts a little. That's because you're out of shape. You've got to get some flexibility, and you like this. To demonstrate, Emmy reaches down and puts her head through her legs. I am never going to accomplish that. God bless you, Emmy. You must have been doing this shit for fucking years. I think it's too late for me. I see. Is that the sort of thing I should strive for? Of course, flexibility is important for any runner. You'll be able to go faster the more you stretch out. That makes no sense to me, but Emmy seems to believe it's true. With Emmy's help, I managed to stretch myself out properly. I can't help but notice that when she thinks about how to explain things to me, her mouth scrunches up in concentration. It's adorable. Not bad, Asao. Come on. We better start running. We'll start off with just a mile, okay? Just a mile, she says. That's 4 laps around the track. Got it? That sounds fine to me. This shouldn't be too hard, right? A hazy memory of running a mile for gym class surfaces in my mind. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. Emmy sets a pretty good pace, and I fall in behind her. Try to keep up, okay, Hasao? Roger. We round the first curve without incident, though I can already feel my heart rate increasing slightly. By the second curve, I've started to breathe through my mouth. Emmy doesn't even seem to be breaking a sweat. As if to punctuate her superiority, she turns around and starts running backwards. Are you doing okay, Asao? Never. Better. Oh, really? Maybe I should speed up then, Oh, no. Wouldn't want you to overexert yourself. My heavy panting and wheezing makes the statement less convincing than I had hoped. Emmy simply smiles and turns around again. You're the boss, Asao. We'll stay at this pace. I get the feeling that I'm being mocked. If I weren't in such terrible shape, I'd probably feel offended. It's like if I wasn't dying, I'd be fucking insulted. By the third lap, my breath is coming out ragged gas. I'm also awash in my own sweat. Gross. We're around the curve to start our 4th lap, and Emmy looks back at me with a grin. Here we go. She takes off blinding speed while I stubbornly stick to my slower pace. By the time I get to the first turn, she's already rounding the second. As I struggle the back stretch, Emmy continues running and catches up to me. Come on, Asao, you can do it. I'd answer, but I'm too focused on getting air into my lungs and ignoring the burning of my leg muscles. Part of me wants to say something like, maybe you can, but I'm about to die here. But again, I doubt I actually can form words right now. Emmy keeps pace with me as I round the second turn and cross the finish line. Her sprint seems to have gotten her sweating. It's actually caused her shirt to turn slightly translucent. It seems she's wearing a black sports bra. I feel a vague stab of guilt for being the sort of guy who stares at a girl's chest. But my legs and chest are burning so badly I can't bring myself to care that much. Not bad for a first effort, Asao. Kind of you to say so. Emmy seems to be, if not out of breath, at least breathing a little more heavily than she was before we started running. It must have been the sprint that did it. Hey, I've got a few sprints in. You should walk around. I've got to get a few sprints in. You should walk around the track to cool down. Then we can stretch out and we'll be done, okay? Sounds great. My legs are on fire and my breathing is still heavy. But the rising of my heart seems to be taking the strain well. Another triumph of medical science, I suppose. You should put your hands behind your head. It makes it easier to catch your breath. Surprisingly, she's right. I began to stroll around the track, happy to feel my breath coming back to me. That's a blur, as Emmy sprints by me. Watching her run is absolutely fascinating. It's not just because she's on prosthetic, though that is interesting. I think the most interesting thing is you look at the person running quickly and you're like, I can't run that fast. But same way, like you're at the gym, you watch someone like bench, you like watch their form and see like how they're actually doing it. And it's like, it's more impressive than me. The really interesting thing is the way her face changes. I can only catch glimpses of it as she runs by, but her eyes seem to come alive with a sort of fierce joy. It's as if there is nothing else in the world but her and the track. Am I watching my friend have a case of the zoomies? I'm making a joke. You know, like bunnies and cats do little sprints around the house. By the time I've gotten to the final stretch, Emmy seems to have finished her sprinting. She's breathing heavily now, but she's wearing a satisfied grin on her face. She waves to me cheerily as I near her. Feeling better, right? Actually, yeah. Do you want to take another lap around me? I've got to cool down too, you know. Part of me would rather sit down and not move, but something tells me that would be a bad idea. Besides, if I sit down, there may be no getting back up again. Sure, why not? Emmy's got her hands behind her head as well, which makes her seem very relaxed. The positioning of her arms also pulls her shirt upwards ever so slightly that I can see a small strip of her belly. I do my best to act the gentleman and not look, but the contrast of her skin against her red running shorts is rather arresting. So, how do you feel, Sal? Surprisingly good, actually. I'm sore and tired, but surprisingly good. As soon as I say it, I realize that is true. Sure, part of me wants to lay down and die, but I feel like I've accomplished something. It's almost a glow throughout my body that persists despite the soreness. Yep, that's runner's high. Runner's high. Has something to do with adrenaline? Emmy thinks for a moment as we walk, trying to remember. Then she shrugs and grins at me. I don't actually remember. It's a good feeling, though, isn't it? Better than sex, right? I open my mouth to respond shortly before processing what she just said. Abby watched my face for a few moments before bursting into laughter. Sorry, I couldn't resist. You're just too easy. Why did I agree to run with you again? Abby just laughs harder. She takes a hold of my forearm and tilts it, allowing her to get a better view of my watch. Her face changes the moment she sees the time. Oh no, we'd better get a move on, Sal. Class is an hour and I need to shower. I should probably do that as well. I need to see the nurse too. Maybe he'll write me notes for being late? Why do you need to see the nurse? Emmy points to her prosthetic as if that would explain everything. It's important to check for irritation. You know, from sweat or friction or anything. Normally I only go after practice, but if we were doing these morning runs, then I guess I'll need to see him twice a day. Wait, so Emmy has only started doing these runs since I started showing up? If it's more convenient for you to run with me at a later time, don't be silly. I've been meaning to start running in the morning for a while now, but if I didn't have a partner with me, I'd be less likely to keep up a routine. It's always hard to blow up a commitment if you're going to let someone else down, you know. So you'll be my running partner for the mornings. We'll both need the exercise, so it'll all work out. Don't you think? Yeah, perfect. Did it have to be me, though? Well, I guess I can't complain too much. Emmy's pretty fun to hang out with. And she's right, I do need the exercise. Doctor's orders, even. Emmy was quick to wave goodbye to me. Right, I'm off. Come have lunch with us, okay? What? Lunch, you know, the meal, middle of the day. Come have it with us. Where? The rooftop. Rin likes it up there. When? Lunchtime. When else? That was a silly question. Yeah, but I sort of felt the need to ask three for completes. Last seeing a girl smile so much before. Not bad, Sal. See ya. With that, she takes off like a shot for the school building. I guess she's gonna see the nurse first. I hurry back to my room and hop in the shower, only to find the water takes a while to heat up.